Hey there guys, my name is Victoria Vogue and it is Tuesday on the Queen Chat, which means I'm your queen. Let's go ahead and get started. This week's topic was suggested by Altheatrix, and she has suggested that we discuss whether or not we feel personally that drag is dying, and what impact, if any, RuPaul's Drag Race has had on the drag industry as a whole. So today that is what I'm going to be talking about. My immediate answer to the question, is drag dying, is very simple, and that is that no, it's not dying. I don't personally feel the drag is dying at all. If anything, I feel that because of programs like RuPaul's Drag Race, drag is currently going through a kind of resurgence, a kind of bolstering, in that it is being exposed to a lot more mainstream media than it would have been 5-10 years ago, and more people are interested in the art form, and so I think that that is a very good thing. I do understand, however, how a certain demographic would feel that drag is dying, and not to cast any aspersions, but as far as I'm concerned, to be of the opinion that drag is dying, you would need to be within a certain age bracket, and I'm going to go into that in a little more detail so I don't come off as ageist. However long ago you would like to look, drag was very different. I understand from conversations I've had with my drag mother and my drag aunts and other drag queens who are older than me, that once upon a time drag was a very different game. Drag was a lot more theatrical, drag had more headdresses, drag had more furs, drag had more, basically, in terms of presentation. I think, and a disclaimer of course, these are only my opinions and you may disagree with me, and if you do I would love for you to leave a comment down below so that we can get a dialogue going. But I think there has been a gradual transition over the years within the drag community where we have gone from drag as showgirl, drag as pageantry, drag as opera, to drag as nightclub, drag as party girl, drag as socialite sort of scene. And I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I think that that is just an evolution of drag as an art form. And I sort of, in many ways, embody that transition. I am the nightclub girl. I am the socialite bar-hopping girl. I am the edgy, goth, punk sort of girl. And I, obviously not at the moment. At the moment I'm wearing a lot of pink. I could never see myself wearing an enormous feathered headdress or a 10-foot train on a frock. That's just not my style. And that sort of style is, in all fairness, sort of being phased out in favour of drag that is more nightclub orientated. My drag mother comes from a generation of drag where it was all about the big feathers and the big sequins and the rhinestones and the massive costume jewellery. And she still does that, and there are drag queens that do still do that style of, I don't know, more Shirley Bassey, Barbara Streisand drag. So it hasn't died out yet, not by any stretch of the imagination, but that type of drag is being gradually replaced by alternative types of drag. If you think names like Danny LaRue and you look at scenes like Les Girls in King's Cross in Sydney, then you can see what drag used to be. Once upon a time a drag costume could cost up to $2,000 or $3,000 to make, and they were heavy and they were sequined and they were big production numbers. Nowadays you can put a drag look together for under $50 and it looks fantastic, in my opinion. Others may disagree. But I definitely do believe that there is a transition from a certain type of drag to another type of drag. But I don't particularly think that's a bad thing at all. I like the type of drag that people are doing these days. At the same time, I also like the type of drag that people did back then. I like the spectacle, I like the showgirl, the floor show sort of aesthetic, even if it is on its way out. I can't think of anything else really to say on this topic. I can think of a number of different ways I could have better articulated what I want to say. Hopefully my opinion has come across in what I've said so far, in that I don't think drag is dying, but there is a particular style of drag which is on its way out. Whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing is up to an individual's point of view. Personally, I do think it's a bit sad that that style of drag is on its way out, but at the same time, it's not my style, and I prefer the modern style of drag. if you want to call it that. I don't really want to call it that, but I'm calling it that for lack of a better way to explain it, basically. So let us know what you think. If you disagree with me, if you think the drag is dying, get in the conversation. I would really love it if this channel could get a dialogue going when we have these topics. Get in the mix, guys. Let us know down below what you think of this week's topic and future topics as well, because, you know, we're doing this for you guys so that you can hopefully be entertained by what we're doing. So give us the feedback, let us know what you think. Also enjoy this while it lasts, because I will probably never dress like this again. I felt like doing something a bit different, so I thought I'd put on a lot of pink, and here I am in a lot of pink, but I can almost guarantee you next Tuesday I will be back to Alice Glass, baby. So I think that's it from me this week. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Victoria Vogue, and I will see you next Tuesday. Mwah.